Hello there.
Sorry.
Say on! What have I told you? Hello there, lovely people. It's Alex from Nintendo Life here, and I'm not alone. I'm joined by the lovely Felix and Mr. Clappy. I mean Xeon.
What can I say? We love to clap around here.
Ah, clapping.
Yes.
Clapping hands. Yes.
But should we be clapping to this Nintendo Direct? I guess we'll find out.
Well, indeed, yes, because the Nintendo Direct has, at the time of recording, literally just happened. And we're going to take you through what was announced and, more importantly, what we thought about it. Otherwise, you might as well just watch the Direct. It would be more efficient, but you wouldn't see all this. Anyway.
Yeah, you wouldn't get opinions.
Yeah! You just get, hey, press release. Anyway, starting things off, we had Monster Hunter Stories 3, which I thought was a really good way to open up, because
Yeah.
I really enjoy Monster Hunter Stories. I've never completed any of the games, but thoroughly enjoyed my time with them. And it looks fantastic, doesn't it?
It really does.
When I was watching this stream, I was like, it'd be funny if this was Monster Hunter Stories 3. Like, they'll never do another one of those. Because I saw the egg, and like the art style kind of looked a little cel-shaded.
It was the art style that gave it away for me. I wrote it in, I put Monster Hunter Stories brackets 3, and I was very pleased that I was right. Yeah, it looked great.
It's cool when you can like look back at previous releases of things, like the collection, right? Of them bringing both the first game over to Switch and releasing them both in a bundled package is like Capcom really wanted people to play those first two games.
They really
so that way they
did,
could
yeah.
get amped up for this third one, and it's nice to see. It gave me like Final Fantasy 16 vibes, very like medieval in comparison to the other two.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, there's definitely. I mean, we saw a lot more, like they say, we're on the brink of war and stuff like that. And so, correct me if I'm wrong, it's been a long time since I played them, but I seem to remember the other two, you were very much like broadly just off in the wilderness. There wasn't a lot of like townscapes.
Yeah.
I mean, you got bits, but not like this. Like, I looked at this and I thought, it's Fire Emblem.
Yeah, maybe it has the Witcher effect where the third one is the best game, or Baldur's Gate where you also have the third one. Maybe this will be like the one to play.
Maybe.
It looks really good.
Yeah, not to cast any shade over Baldur's Gate 1 or 2, I want to point out. But anyway.
No. But 3 is the popular one that people, if someone...
It's the magic number, isn't it? Except for when it comes to films a lot of the time, it seems. But anyway.
Hey, don't knock Toy Story 3.
Toy Story 3 is the exception that proves the rule.
Jim and I love Revenge of the Sith. Hey now.
I was more thinking things like The Godfather. Anyway, Once Upon a Katamari was next. Monster Hunter Stories 3 2026. But Once Upon a Katamari, when they showed it, I was like, oh, they're doing another one of the games? But no, it's a new one. I was proper chuffed by that. You're like going through time. I think they said, hey, it's coming to Switch 1. So the performance was a little bit whiffy, I think.
Yeah.
It didn't look amazing, but I imagine it'll run better on Switch too. I don't know.
It was also a bit funny how Nintendo had a little tutorial in the start showcasing this will show when it's a Switch 1 game, and then this will be shown when it's a Switch 2 game. But this is only coming to Switch
Nintendo.
1, which is
for now, we don't know. Also, bear in mind, anything that comes to Switch 1 will come to Switch 2 as well. It's just not guaranteed, compatibility-wise, but I'd be baffled if it wasn't, certainly in this instance.
Yeah. You'd think, right, the developers should be putting some attention into making it run on Switch.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Fingers crossed.
But multiplayer? I thought that looked pretty damn good. You know, like online multiplayer as well. Well, I say as well.
I didn't even notice there was online multiplayer. Nice.
Yeah. Top draw stuff coming out on the 24th of October as well. You can pre-order it today if you so wish. But I really like that. That was this set my expectations high for the rest of the Direct, which we'll now go over. Just Dance 2026. Meow, my expectations came crashing back down to earth. Reality
Can't have a
set
part of
in.
Showcase without a Just Dance game.
Yep, come back to reality, Alex. Yep.
No, I've not got anything against the series per se. It's just it
I
does
have.
nothing for
Stop
me.
releasing a new game. I don't know. I just don't like. I don't know. It's turned into a FIFA. They release one every single year.
Oh, it really has.
And
I mean, it's been that way for donkey's years, really, hasn't it?
Yeah, long time.
Yeah, since like 2007 or something.
Something like that.
Since you were born, Felix, I think.
Ooh.
Just Dance 3 and 4, that's where it's at. I don't want any new games. I'm good with those I had. Anyway. We also had Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero. Yeah, don't even want to talk about the release date, Alex. Let's move on.
We all know it's October 14th every year.
Go on then, Felix. What was next? Was it another Just Dance game?
No, it was a Dragon Ball Sparkling Zero game.
Sparkling Zero is different.
Oh, I thought it was
still
Sparkling Zero. Yeah, okay, that's funny. Switch 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Yes.
180 fighters. 180. Write that down.
Yeah, that's
played
going to be like 20 versions of Goku.
I think more. Like, every character just looks the same in the end. They just have white, spiky hair. But I played one of these growing up. Really great time. You can't really say much else about it. It's just a button masher, and suddenly you have a giant blue fireball above you that you're sending into your friend's face. It's wonderful.
Standard fare.
Yeah, you know,
I think
like you do with every friend.
This is like a spin-off or like a continuation of the Budokai Tenkaichi series, I believe, which is like
bless you.
Something that thank you. It's been like a long loved, like a fan favorite series for Dragon Ball fans. So I think this, I don't know. I'm not stoked about this necessarily. I liked Kakarot and I'm good with that, but I think people will enjoy this.
I mean,
it's just not us.
Yeah, it's not my cup of tea, but I thought it looked good. You know, 180 characters is no small thing. 14th of November.
Plants vs Zombies replanned it.
Yeah,
I'm very excited for that. I've played the original. I've also played the second one. The second one was time travel stuff. Wasn't as good. But the first one is Great Time, which I've played a bit on my Mac, but it was actually a bit hard to get it to run because it was only 32-bit. And as you know, Mac only do 64-bit, so it's a bit of a pain to get to run. But yeah, we have, they have HD visuals, looks really good. And you also have co-op, which I'm excited to see how that will work.
Yeah.
I feel like it will just be...
And PvP.
And PvP, yes. But either way, I'm really, really stoked to play this. I'll definitely be playing it, because I've played it a bit, but I've not sunk a lot of time into it. But I really want to. And I feel like the Switch is the perfect place to do that.
It also, I don't know, it was fine on phones when it first came out.
I don't like playing on phone. I'm sorry.
Nor do I, no.
I can't do it.
I think I did it on my iPad, actually. Like, I had an iPad Gen 1. I did it on that.
Yeah, on the iPad, I played the second one
future.
back in the day.
Does this look like it's a brand new game to you, Felix?
Oh, no, it's the original.
Oh, no. This is the
original Plants vs. Zombies. Okay. 100%. That's coming out on the 23rd of October. Ooh, matron. But 3 days later, on the 26th of October, we have EA Sports FC 26, which did not look like it was running amazingly.
Looked okay.
It was outside, like the cutscenes and stuff seemed to be. I'm guessing they were using higher poly count and stuff like that.
They didn't really show a lot of gameplay, which is what you can judge it on.
Yeah.
I don't know. From what I've seen, the trailers for the other consoles looked really good, but it was like the vibe I was getting is that they were trying to hide how it actually runs.
There was a sense of that, wasn't there? Although, at the same time, just showing gameplay is visually a little bit boring. I think it's informative, but, you know, we may be reading too much into it.
I am at least impressed to see that it at the bottom it did say it is Switch 2 gameplay. So
yes,
we at least know that what we saw at least is that. Thank you, Nintendo. Thank you for policing your public or your third-party partners like that.
And unlike the Tales of the Shire trailer on Nintendo's YouTube channel, that is not Switch footage. Trust me. What you can trust me about as well is Pac-Man World 2 Repack on the 26th of September.
I'm stoked. This is more
I was really excited for this.
Yeah, this is more of a proper 3D platformer than the original Pac-Man world is. I played this with my family when I was a kid, and we had a lot of fun with it. It was like, I played this before I played Mario 64, because we just didn't own Mario 64. So was this the first? I'm like, was this my first 3D platformer? No, it couldn't have been. But I've got fond memories of this. And so I'm glad that they're continuing the trend of remaking the world games, because this seemed to be quite long requested as well from people that played the first one. But yeah,
Alex, you seem so excited for this.
I've not got a horse in the race, to be honest. I've never played the previous game or even the remake. I know that it was all right, the remake, I seem to remember.
It was okay.
Yeah.
It was pretty harmless. Yeah.
But yeah, if I got the opportunity to play it, I wouldn't spit in the person's face. Let's put it that way. It looks fine.
Pac-Man World 2.
Man, just wait till we talk about Madden.
Yeah. Before that, though, we have Final Fantasy Tactics: The Ivalice Chronicles, which is coming to Switch 1 and 2 on the 20th of September. And as far as I can tell, this is a remake, I want to say, of the original and Advance. Is that correct? That's correct. Good.
Nope. it's a remake. I didn't mean to be that. Sorry, I didn't mean to be rude about it. I think it was your confirmation of that's correct. That's why I was just so no, wait, quick. So it's a remake of the PSP one. Maybe is what you're thinking. So the PSP and the PS1. Because the PSP one, I think they added some additional story content or something like that, which I heard is not going to be in this game if I remember right. But there is new stuff like you've written down here. There's new voice acting.
Yeah. And it sounded fine.
Yeah, it sounds fine.
Yeah, you can.
But I'm excited. I've never played much of this one. I've only played the Game Boy Advance one.
We've discussed this. We played Advance, both of us, sort of thoroughly, but never played the others. It's because we're a Nintendo channel. We don't play PlayStation games. What a ludicrous notion. Speaking of PlayStation games, Persona 3 Reload is coming as well on the 23rd of October.
That's
this
really sick.
I thought this was already out
totally
on
the
Switch.
thing. Oh yeah, no.
So Persona 3 is out on Switch, but it's not the remake of it. It's actually there was multiple different versions. There was the what's it called, FES? Am I remembering this right?
FES. Yeah,
FES, but
you do.
But the inferior version was launched on Switch, which left my good friend Mark has actually been so kind and gifted me Persona 3 Reload on the PlayStation. So I already have the game, but it's really sick that it's coming on Switch too, and that it looks really good, and that you can just play it on the go. Surprised to not see Metaphor. We'll say that. I was expecting Persona 3 Reload. Keep it coming. But yeah.
Spoilers, I was surprised there was no damned Elden Ring.
Oh,
there was a lot of stuff where there was no
point.
Silk Song. There was a lot of stuff.
Madness.
Which were Madden. Yeah. Oh, it's not the next one. That would have been good.
Well, I just want to say too, I poured 100 hours into Persona 3 Reload last year. It's one of my favorite games. If it would have been on Switch, it would have been in my top 5 favorite games. So I'm thrilled that maybe not the best version of Persona 3, but the most accessible. It's got a lot of high moments, and I think it's the best way to play the game. So I'm glad that it's coming to Switch, and I guess I'm gonna find time to play it again.
I'll definitely be playing it on Switch when that time comes around, I think.
Well, only if you have time when you're not playing Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment coming out in winter. We still don't have a date for this. It's coming to Switch
It'll
too.
probably be November.
It appears, probably. It appears to be 30 frames a second. Sorry, you've got a statue you want to show.
Oh yeah, it's just Aegis from Persona 3. Just she thinks it's November, by the way. It'll launch, so.
In this weather, how does she think it's November? Ludicrous. We didn't see a lot. It was a new trailer for Age of Imprisonment. We saw a new construct at the end. It was like, hey, look at this tease, and it's like, oh, okay. I mean,
I didn't consider that it was new.
There.
Yeah, but they did say that the events are canon, which I thought was cool.
Canonically.
Yeah.
It's canonically.
It was nice to get that confirmation again, right? Because if the game comes out and they rewind time or whatever in the story, we can all go, hey, you said, you promised. You did it again.
I don't think they will. I think they heard the feedback loud and clear with Age of Calamity. But I prefer the timeline without the egg. But do we prefer the timeline with Madden NFL 26 coming to Nintendo Switch 2 on the 14th of August?
I'm stoked for everyone who wants to play it, which is I think, as we can unanimously say, none of us. But it is one of the best-selling franchises in the U.S. here, which that doesn't really matter to us once again. But
well, it's because it's football.
10 Hut. I know how to throw a pigskin.
Isn't that a military thing? God, we're so cool. We're real jocks, you know.
Oh my gosh, I think it is.
You should see
Alex.
my
Wow.
reps at the gym, sir.
I can rep 20 footballs.
And I can run 13 furlongs.
Is that a military term?
It's
And I
just
can
a
say that
very
this
old
game
measurement.
comes out the 14th of August. Chilling by the fire looks absolutely mediocre.
You can
But-
make a fire.
But the interesting thing about this game, which Sion saw, so the people who are making this game, called Oink Games, are known for making board games. I have a lot of these. Remember these tiny games I brought to Staff Day? These are made by Oink Games. So it's really weird to see a video game made by the same people. I just heard Oink Games like, wait a second, that's so familiar. I have so many of those.
You need to give it a go, though, I think.
It's out today as well. Today. That's like sooner than yesterday. No,
this
it's not actually. I've got my
This
words
is the
mixed up.
experimental kind of thing, though, that I like have wanted to see.
Oh
And
yeah,
so
don't get
maybe
me
they're-
wrong. I've nothing against the game. It just sort of came out of nowhere and stuck around for a long
Do you
time.
just make fires? I
Yeah,
feel like that would get
yeah.
boring quite quickly. But,
Yeah.
yeah, excited to give it a go. Maybe.
I don't know. You know,
We'll see.
it's yeah.
Maybe it costs like £2 or something like that.
Maybe we'll have to see. Apex
Okay.
Legends costs even less than that. It's £2 less, in fact, than £2. It's coming to Switch 2 on the 5th of August, which is just as well because the Switch 1 version, it was okay, but it didn't run ideally. You know, low-powered console
Yeah,
and stuff
it was
like that.
so hard to see, like so hard to spot like your enemies in the distance. And
Yeah.
I think if I remember right, it has crossplay as well, which is just like just puts you at such a disadvantage. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to giving this a go, though. I'll probably re-download it on Switch now that I'm Fortnite coded, guys. That's where my head's at now.
Yeehaw!
They
I
got 'em.
imagine that's a Fortnite term. I don't know. What isn't
Yeah,
though
all the kids say it.
it is Hella, which I thought was a cute looking game. You play as a mouse.
Yeah, isn't it?
You run around, you do stuff. You got a frog backpack. What's not to like, you know? Coming out.
Co-op.
Yeah, 4-player local co-op. Pretty sure it was local. I wrote local in the notes, and now
I
I'm
don't
doubting
remember,
myself.
but
Actually, I'm not sure because
Co-op!
All the footage
At
looked
least
not
co-op.
Co-op. Yes.
Co-op. Yeah, that's coming out in 2026. A bit of a strange inclusion again, but I thought it looked cool. I thought it looked fun.
Yeah.
No complaints. Unlike,
Felix called this. He called it mouse game.
oh, I wrote mouse game in the notes originally.
Did you? Yes. I just hope that like the internet runs with that because.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Guys, you looking forward to mouse game? I'm not looking forward to Star Wars Outlaws. Lordy, this looks like it's running poorly.
Yep.
It does
really
not look
poorly.
like the optimal
So
way. Yeah.
heavily like upscaled. You can see so many artifacts, and it doesn't even look good. And it runs at like, I don't know, 20 to 25 frames a second for the most part, from what I could tell. I didn't sit down and measure, but wow, it was bad. Like
It's a game
really
that's
bad.
notorious for having a lot of bugs in the game. Like it was very not polished when it came out.
Do you think they're going to use this as an excuse when few people buy it because it looks terrible that they're not going to do any more Star Wars games or something? Because it's Ubisoft and they seem to be looking for an excuse at the moment, don't they?
Yeah.
Because they're like, hey, no one likes Star Wars anymore. That's why it's sold poorly. And it's like,
Is that what they said?
pretty much, yeah. We had an article about it over on NintendoLife.com. I mean, they may not have said it in that many words, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
What does look cool, though, 4th of September, that's coming out if you care. And no shade if you do. You know, if you're excited, more power to you. Kronos, The New Dawn. I thought this looked bloody cool. It kind of looks like, it reminds me of Dead Space in so many ways, but there's like, time travel, and you can go back in time and, like, steal people's essences from the past to upgrade, and then they start haunting you. It's just my kind of thing.
Once the end screen rolled around and they said it was Bloober Team as well, I was like, oh, okay. I think
Is it Bloober?
we have
I missed
seen...
that. I was taking notes.
It is. Even
Cool.
more like you're up your alley, I think. It looks totally like my cup of tea as well. Not so much Felix's, but I'll give this a go.
This is not my kind of game. I just thought it's like, wow, yeah, I'm not going to be playing this. Thank you very much.
Oh, I think it looked really cool. Enemies absorbing corpses of other enemies to evolve. Delightful.
That was very cool. It's
Yeah.
just too scary for my little old self. But another game, which
5th
this
of
comes
September.
out September. Yeah, it's in the bottom. We always miss it. We're so excited to go to the next game. Yakuza Kiwami 2.
Remember, the 5th of September.
Yakuza Kiwami 2, Switch 2, seemed to be 60 frames a second in certain instances and 30 in another. But to be honest, that could just be the way that it's recorded. That, I can't say one way or the other right now. I would imagine it's 60 because there was Yakuza 0?
Yeah.
I want to say, yeah. That ran at 60, no problem. That's coming out on the 13th of November, alongside Yakuza Kiwami, which is the first one. That's coming out as well. That was originally out on Switch, and they say improved performance and resolution and visuals and stuff. Basically, what you expect.
They didn't talk about an upgrade path, which is quite disappointing.
That's true, actually.
And it's Sega, right? Like they've already done Puyo Puyo or Puyo Puyo Tetris and Sonic and no upgrade
Shadow
paths for either of
Generations
those.
is the big one. I mean, Puyo Puyo Tetris 2, you could just, but...
I need those. I need the mouse mode.
Oh, the mouse mode is rubbish in it. But yeah, fingers crossed that that's not the case. We then got a sizzle reel, loads of different games. Goodnight Universe coming out on the 11th of November. Looks like you play as a baby. Okay. NBA Bounce, Hello Kitty Island Adventure Wheat Flower Wonderland, Autumn.
Did you guys see Kate? Kate is doing writing on Hello Kitty Island Adventure now.
Oh, is
I feel
she?
like we have to say.
Shout out to Kate. I was about to say it's been a while since she's been featured on the channel, but she wrote the Tales of the Shy review, so, yeah. Romancing Saga 2, that's coming out today. Shinobi Art of Vengeance. Then, on the 3rd of October, we have Borderlands 4, which, I mean, they really just showed, like, the merest snippet that they could, and then they were like, that's it, guys. Let's move on.
It worried me a little. It didn't run the best in the 10 seconds we saw.
I mean, to be honest, they have a bit of a history of it with the more recent games, considering the visuals. Like, don't get me wrong, I think the visuals look great, but I think that they could get away with significantly fewer polygons than I think they end up using, if indeed that is the case. But performance of Borderlands 3 on PS4 Pro was really not very good for what it was. Like,
was it really?
Yeah, admittedly, I played all co-op, so that'll have an effect.
Oh, sure.
You couldn't read the text. You couldn't read anything. We had to get chairs to sit close, like, so that we were like 1.5 meters away from the TV and we were still leaning in to read it. Terrible, terrible. They said they were going to improve it. They did not. Then we had two games.
Alex, let me take the reins here, because finally I have stuff to say. Oh no, my camera! I got too excited. The Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium Tales. My God, this looks great. This was out of nowhere. I thought this was Octopath Traveler 3. I was like, wow, another Octopath game already. But no, this is like not turn-based combat. We have like real-time combat action. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for.
Devil May Cry fans are gonna be eating good. I know it.
But I just absolutely love how this game looks. I'm a big fan of the Octopath games, of this art style. No, Alex is not, but I think this looks fantastic. And there's a demo coming out today, which I thought was surprising, since the game comes out next year in 2026.
Admittedly, they did that with the likes of Octopath Traveler. The demo was like way before the launch of the full game, and they take feedback and stuff like that. Really not a bad way to do things. Yeah, I think it's very sensible.
I think they're doing that this time around too, right?
Yeah,
Having like a feedback page or something. Yeah, cool.
My feedback would be get rid of the fairy. She's irritating me already.
That's what Felix said too.
I did say that. I've played Ocarina of Time.
I'm a
I've played
fairy.
Metaphor.
Wow.
It's but there's co-op. I'm excited to see how that works. If it's just, it felt very much
fairy
like
baby. No.
Navi's an exception. I will always listen when Navi says, "Hey, listen," or meow.
Whenever she reaches out.
But yeah.
Whenever she rings me up on the old blower, yeah.
But you know what I'm doing after this chat? I'm going to go and play that game and hopefully, if it's good, I can make a little video about it. We'll see.
Why not?
Yeah, I look forward to hearing what you think, because
Yeah.
you have played the most of the games, I think, out of all of us, or at least to completion. So
Can we quickly
Please.
talk about the title though? The Adventures of Elliot, the Millennium Tale. It's just
it could have been worse.
oh, I know.
I
it
think
could
it's
have.
fine. I was literally, when we were watching, I was like, please don't be a generic title again. You know how to name things. So I was just like impressed by the bare minimum. No, I think I'm impressed. That's a big word. I like the title. I think it's fine.
But yeah, then there's not the only HD 2D game, was it?
We
Yeah, I'm
also
pretty
had
sure,
Octopath Traveler.
Zero left. I
Yeah.
don't, Felix, what do you know about this? So this is a mobile game? Is that what you were saying coming back?
So I know there's a mobile game called Octopath Traveler Champions of the Continent, but I've not played it myself. I don't know if this is that, just with a different name, or if this is its entirely own thing. I will say the graphics didn't really tell me that this was an entirely new thing. That's why I'm concerned. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not had the time to look this up properly, so I apologize if this is not totally correct information. But Octopath Traveler 0, excited to see what it was. I saw some characters from the first game. I don't know if I saw any from the second game. Yeah, the 4th of December, 2025. I'm surprised they ended with this game. I feel like a lot of people would be like kind of, I'm a big Octopath Traveler fan, so I think it's great. But I need to know more. I don't think they did that great of a job of explaining exactly what this was. Is this so yeah, I guess we'll just see. I'm just excited for the Adventures of Elliot. So
4th of December though.
They did say this is at least coming to Switch 1 and 2.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
where I think Adventures of Elliot is just Switch 2 for now,
think
which makes
so,
sense as to
yeah.
why it looks so much more visually impressive, which I know Alex would disagree with, but Octopath Traveler 0 doesn't, it just doesn't impress either.
Yeah, that was it. Rating out of 10, super quickly. Felix, what would you give this out of 10? 7.
yeah, it would have been lower, but Adventures of Elliot was quite to me that's a really cool release that I'm really, really excited for. Also Plants vs Zombies and Persona 3 Reload.
I think 7 for me as well, mostly because we just didn't get a lot of new stuff. The new things that we did get seemed to be quite big, like Monster Hunter Stories 3, this Adventures of Elliot, I think will mean a lot to the right audience. I'm like, once Persona 3 Reload hit, I looked at the clock and was like, we're only like 6 minutes into this thing, and I'm good. I'm happy. But yeah, I think 7. If there was more new stuff, I would feel different. But what about you, Alex?
I'd give it. I was honestly thinking of 5, just because for me it was just kind of dead average. But considering Monster Hunter Stories 3, and I always just love seeing any Monster Hunter on Nintendo platforms. Not that it's that unusual, but still, it's not World, but it'll do. And Chronos: The New Dawn, and Katamari Damacy. That bumps it up to a 6 for me. But there was in my mind a lot of okay.
There's also just a lot of stuff that you would think would be there, like Hades 2. Like you said,
Silksong, Elden Ring.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff where people had really high expectations. Were saying stuff like Red Dead Redemption 2, which that would have been, oh my god, been crazy. But instead, we got a lot of the stuff I just didn't care about. Of course, there was some cool stuff, but I can understand why people would be disappointed by this if you're not a big Octopath fan or Persona fan. So
yeah, I think this Direct was really predictable too. Like Alex yesterday, you fired off a lot of games in like a rapid fire segment at the end of our discussion, and a lot of those things that you brought up appeared in this Direct. And like we really don't, like, I hope people believe us when I say like we don't usually get like any kind of heads up from third parties or anything about this stuff.
I wish we did. It'd make our lives so much easier.
There have been times where we learn about like a game or two or something and we have to sign an agreement, but we never really know otherwise beyond that. And it was very safe. What do we do now, guys? The Direct's done.
I don't know. Go and have a biscuit or something. There's the Direct. Let us know what you thought of it in the comments down below. Maybe we're just being, maybe we're even being too generous. Maybe we're being terribly unfair. Let us know with a comment down below. But for now, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, then why don't you that subscribe button and be sure to check out NintendoLife.com for all sorts of lovely Nintendo-related content. I've been doing this for nearly 11 years. I'm running out. Thank you again for watching. Bye-bye.
It is 11 years now. Look at him. Look at the man.
11 years writing.